Hey there again, it's me Jim. Hi. This is the last part. We're going to cover the last 4 levels in this tutorial video thing, and hopefully everything goes well. So let's just go ahead and start. This is the last level of the Persia episode. Let's see, what is it called? I already forgot. Jeez, what is it? Tower of Babylon, that's right. This level is kind of difficult just because, as far as I know, there's like no major skips. There's definitely a lot of minor skips, but nothing like really huge. But I mean, at the start, it's real simple. You just run forward. You can just walk past this guy into here. Go either to the left or the right of this pillar. It doesn't really matter. And then grab this statue, and then just continue on to the end of the room and through here. A lot of times there will be a kamikaze guy right along this wall, and he'll like kind of like bump into you and like slow you down. It honestly doesn't waste that much time, but I guess as soon as you see him here, you could just like shoot him with a double shotgun or something, just to make sure he doesn't bump into you. Run through this door. There'll be the fish dude here. I usually just shoot him because it's not worth trying to get like a boost off of him through this, because it's just not very far. And also sometimes he can actually hit you up over a trigger that's here that you need to hit. So just ignore him or shoot him. In this area, a scorpion spawns up here. As soon as you enter this area, you want to kill this guy. And a few more like grunt guys spawn around here that you want to shoot. Just because a Gnarhead comes in here, and this is the only point in the game where there's like Gnarheads, I think. And you want to actually do a Gnarhead fly, which again I'll explain in another video on how to do the tricks. Basically just Gnarhead fly from here straight up, and you'll usually be somewhere around this platform. You just want to jump off onto this and then onto these stairs. And that skips quite a bit of this part of the level. And then just go down this ramp and run towards this door. At this point, a bunch of Gnarheads will fly in from over here, and you need to kill those. And then a demon will spawn over here that you also need to kill. So just do that however as fast as you think. I usually use like rockets for both, but it's probably not the fastest way, so you might want to just experiment with that a little bit. Running through here, you might want to grab these grenades. This is part of the route that I haven't really planned very well, because usually you get to the end of the level and you need a lot of grenades, and I usually don't have like very many. So you might want to run over here and just grab these two before moving on. And don't use any grenades for like the rest of the level, would be my advice. Unless, obviously if you're already full on grenades you don't need to grab these, but in any case just head down here. A whole bunch of clear spawn in like columns, or I should say in 2 columns towards you like this. You just want to run through them, like shoot them with rockets or whatever, and into this room. In here you want to hit this light switch basically as often as you want, or can I should say. There's only a few things you have to kill in here, which are, let me do Fulbright real fast. I don't remember the exact locations things spawn, but 3 scorpions spawn in the corners of the room, like one at a time. And then a blue mech spawns over here in this corner, in the back right, and then one in the back left. And then you want to stand over here next to this door, and a big red mech spawns, and you want to kill that, and that's the trigger to go through here. So basically, yeah, kill the 3 scorpions in order, kill the 2 mechs in order, and then kill the 3rd mech over here before going through this door. The next area is fairly simple. You just have to run through this door into this outdoor part, and then head left at an angle this way. Basically, you want to head towards like the corner of this, because you want to head over towards this. And the thing is, there's a let me show it here. There's a trigger. This trigger is the one you want to hit. You don't need to worry about hitting this early, because by the time you get over here, what this does is it triggers bulls to spawn basically, and you basically just want to head in a straight line from this door where you come out towards this door over here, or towards this wall over here, this one right here. Don't worry about hitting this trigger, you'll just hit it on the way anyway. And by the time you get over to here, there will be some bulls. You just want to bull boost over this wall and into this area. Now sometimes if you're lucky, you just keep walking this way and a bull will actually boost another bull over this wall and help you get it out of this area in a second. If not, it's okay, but it's definitely like the fastest you can hope for, but it seems to be kind of random. I couldn't find like a proper setup to get it to happen every time, because it involves like 2 different AIs like working together. So in any case, you want to head into this little building here on the right, and grab the first tablet thing. After that, you just head out, and some clear will spawn here on either side of the door and attack you. That's fine. You just want to run over to this wall. Um, the thing is, the doors to these areas don't open until you kill all the enemies, as far as I know. So it's fastest just to go over here. And if you're lucky, there will be a bull in this area, so he'll just run over here and he'll bull boost you over this wall into this area, and you'll grab this ammo pack, or at least I usually do. If not, the clear will come over here, and you'll have to do like sort of like clear boosts. Like, if I think the best way to do it would probably be to just have one and stand straight against this wall and have him come straight at you and just jump at the right timing, and I think that'll be enough to boost you over this wall, though I'm not sure. Usually I try to do it like at angles, like the clear will be here and I'll be over here, and I'll try to like boost up this wall sideways, or try to use like these angles. I think both work. I'm not really sure what the most efficient way is, so just try it out and see what works best for you, I guess. After you grab the ammo pack, you'll head in through here and right through this door into the next area, and then immediately take a sharp right like this and head this way. As you're heading over here, a whole bunch of stuff will spawn, and eventually some bulls. You don't have to actually kill anything here, although I sometimes shoot some of the grunts that spawn in. Same procedure, you head into here, grab this, run back out, and head towards this wall over here. And a lot of times whenever you're leaving this room, a bull will run in here, like past you. You can just ignore him, because as soon as you run out and go over here, there will be another bull over here somewhere. Sometimes you get stuck on this wall, so instead of heading straight over here, you might want to curve out a little bit like this, so that the AI curves around this wall and then comes towards you. It's just a way to make sure you don't get stuck here. And then the bull gets over here, and you just do a standard bull boost over this wall into this area. Grab this serious damage and run around this way. And at this point, some chainsaw guys will start spawning in two places, here and here. But before you do that, you want to run around this wall and grab this serious speed here, so that you can run in here and grab this tablet. Now, I'm pretty sure the trigger to open this door is just to kill like all the chainsaw guys, although I could have swore once that isn't what happened. Like, there was still one left, and he I mean, the door's still open. So I'm just looking at this here. It looks like there's a count here for 17 actually, I'm not sure. This is one thing that I always meant to check and I never really looked at, and now like isn't really the time to go over this. Actually, you know what? I guess I'll cut the video here and I'll like re-edit this. So just give me a second and I'll check this out. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I figured this out. You need to kill 17 chainsaw guys to open this door. I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Sorry if I'm wrong about that, but according to the triggers and stuff I looked at just now, I'm pretty sure that's what you need to do. In any case, once this door opens, after you kill somebody, you run through here, and you want to get at least one clear that spawns in this area to follow you through this door. But you need to be careful, because once you go into this area, this door will like close behind you after a little while, and you can't reopen it. So make sure you have it clear like right here before you go through this door. In this area, you want to just run over here to this other side, towards this back like corner. Kill like as many of the scorpion guys as you can. Usually I kill the one that spawns up here, the one that spawns over here, and the one that spawns over here, and also the one that's in the way right here at the end. And once you get over here, you just want one clear, so kill off any extras. And again, you just want to do like a clear boost over this wall. I think the best way is probably to stand like in a corner and have him charge at you from the other corner and then jump at the right time. I'm not sure like the exact best way to get over this wall, but that usually works after a few attempts at least, so that's just something you have to practice. Once you get over here, there'll be like a red mech standing here. You just want to like jump over him, and you want to grab this cannon over here and then run up these ramps to this exit door. So as you can see, the problem with this level is that you have to go around collecting all three of these items around this tower before going into it through this door. So if there was any way to skip that, that would be like really fast, but right now I don't think there is one. So in any case, you go through this door and slide down this ramp, and you want to make sure to grab this ammo pack. You don't really need this armor, I don't think, but I guess you could just grab it for safety, and go into this area. Now this is the boss area, and one thing you want to do here is equip your cannon, and the first thing you want to do is shoot out these 4 panels on the walls. There's this one, and then this one, and this one. The order doesn't matter or anything, and you have a little bit of leeway time because the boss starts over here. and he strolls in towards the center here. And his health bar doesn't appear until he gets to the middle, so you have until then to take out those 4 things. Then you want to switch to the grenade launcher, and if you don't have max ammo, or if you have less than 30, each of these ammo packs on the left and the right gives you 30 grenades, so if you have like less than 70, pick these up, or pick up 1, just so you have max, but you don't want to waste them otherwise, I don't think. And then you want to just stand here next to him and then just spam grenades as usual, like the last boss. And yeah, that's basically it. You just keep spamming grenades, and he has a lot of HP, so you'll run out of grenades before he dies. Once you run out of grenades, just switch to the rocket launcher and keep shooting, and just back up and grab this ammo pack, and then move forward again. And then once you get close, switch to the grenades again. I think that's probably the fastest way to do this. And then maybe do that again for this other side. I'm not really sure. Usually I have to pick up at least 1 ammo pack when I get here because I don't have enough grenades, but I haven't really planned this route too much around that. That's definitely something I'd need to work on, but that's the general gist of this level. So yeah, that's it for Persia. So then you move on to the last episode, and you start with a really difficult map, which I will show right now. This used to be like the most difficult map, I think, until I found new techniques on the next one after this. So the start, though, is fairly straightforward. At least you just let's get over there. You start over here, and you just move forward. Grab the shotgun that's right here, and you need to kill the 2 blue guys who spawn in this area. One spawns over here on the left. And you kind of want to start shooting him from like around here, and usually it'll take like 2 or 3 shots. The furthest you want to move forward is like right here, and then you want to turn around and run back this way, and the other blue guy will be like right here, and you just shoot him once with the shotgun and this door will open, and you run in here. You just run through this area like this. You can kind of ignore the enemies, run through here. This trap room is pretty safe. You just want to run to the left instead of to the right, because there's a thing here, I don't know which trap it is, but things will always push you to the opposite direction of like the way you went. And since you want to go to the right, you just tend to go to the left here, and it'll push you this way. You go through here. You stand on this lift, and it starts going down. And you just kind of like want to crouch out and go out this way as soon as you can, down this corridor. And you want to hit this switch, but make sure you're not standing in front of it, because this boxing glove will come out and kill you. Just stand to like the right side of it and hit the switch. The switches in this game are pretty finicky, so you might have to like press it a few times to get it to open. But in any case, that triggers this door to open. And you run through here, grab the sniper rifle, and run up over here on the left side. This is the hard part of the level, so I always do it kind of like in a very specific way. I don't know how like strict you need to be with it. I use kind of slow strats that are safe, because I've never had a situation where I could do the fast way and actually have it work. I've never gotten it to work, so this is the way I always do it, and the way I suggest you do it too. Stick to the left here and start running up this way. Whenever you hit this, well, I should say whenever you hit this left tower will break with a lightning strike, and then whenever you hit this trigger, a red dude should pop up on this. He'll spawn here and then bounce up. He doesn't always do it, and it doesn't really matter, but usually I just snipe him midair, like at the peak of his jump. And then I keep running forward, and after a little bit, I think it's when you hit this trigger maybe, a fish dude will spawn up here, and you just want to snipe him too. Since this tower will be like broken, there will be a flamethrower here. You just want to sort of jump up onto this ledge and grab it. You can sort of see inside it here. It'll be like right here. And then jump off and grab some flamer fuel. And then run up this way. And as you hit this trigger, 3 chainsaw guys will spawn up here. So make sure your sniper rifle's out and just shoot all 3 of them as you keep running forward. At this point, a tiny little imp guy will spawn in with a serious power-up thing on his head, and he'll run around like to keep you from getting it. If you're lucky, he'll just like run into you and you'll get it really fast. Otherwise, you might have to like sort of chase him around. I used to use the flamethrower to like kill him and then pick it up, but that's like really unreliable and slow. It's faster just to hope to like run into it yourself. After you grab that, you want to kill the red mech that spawns up here with the sniper rifle. It just takes 2 shots as you're like walking backwards. And then you sort of turn around here and equip your flamethrower and kill all the red marine, space marine dudes. And also 3 waves of 4 clear, I think it is, maybe 5, will spawn, starting over here. Kill the first wave, which will be around here by the time you get back here, after coming from the top. And then sort of move down and kill the second wave somewhere around here. And then switch to your sniper rifle, run back up here, and snipe the green homing throwing guy that spawns right here. That only takes 1 shot if you still have your serious power up. And then turn back around and kill the last wave of clear with your flamethrower. At this point, there should be 4 harpies, because 4 harpies spawn in this area. You don't want to kill any of them until the end, because you might accidentally kill one with like the flamethrower. But the gist is you only want 1 at this point. So kill any of the rest with your shotgun. Just make sure that you still have at least 1. And you want to get down here into this corner and harpy fly here. Now the problem is a lot of the harpy in this area is really hard to control, because she'll sometimes get stuck on this railing. Like you'll be down here and she'll like try to get to you, but she'll just push against this and not be able to go down, like down here. So that's kind of bad. If that happens, you just want to go over to this other side, get the bounce pad and readjust it. But if you're lucky, she'll get down here on your level. The best way to do this, because the harpy AI gets kind of bugged out here sometimes, it does like the stun animation for practically no reason. You want her to be sort of like over here-ish, or like maybe a little bit farther while you stand in this corner. And as she comes at you here, you want to jump onto her like normal. And you want to just do the normal harpy fly, but you'll notice as soon as you start going up, a lot of times she'll just do the stun animation, like by herself. And that's fine. What you want to do here is start kicking this way, and your goal is to run into this wall over here, basically. So you want to start kicking up, and you want to count. If she does the stunned animation so that she doesn't kick like right away, you want to count 7 kicks while scrolling. Don't unlock your scroll wheel here to do like safety flying, because you need a really precise number of scrolls. So yeah, count 7 and then just let go, or stop jumping, and then you want to hit this wall. With 7, you'll hit like as low as possible. If she doesn't do the stun animation, just let it be like 8.5 or so, just to make sure that you're high enough and don't hit this wall. In any case, once you hit this wall over here, you want to do the harpy lowering technique, which again I'll explain in another video. Just to get underneath this wall and to this other side. You want to not go too low here, you want to go just low enough, and usually it's so that you can see this spawn in. See how it's like black and then the geometry spawns in? Like that. That's how you know you're low enough on the harpy. And then just have her keep flying straight like normal, and as soon as you get under this wall, like just wait like 1 kick and then jump up, and it'll jump you up through this floor here. At this point, you just want to get into this room up here. Usually like the easiest way to do it would be to harpy fly into like this wall over here. Or not harpy fly, but have the harpy fly at you into this wall and then jump on her back. And do like a little like mini harpy fly up into here. A lot of times you can just jump on her and like jump high enough into like this geometry up here that it'll actually push you up through the floor. So that you don't have to wait for the harpy to start rising on her own. That's good. And then you just want to hit this trigger over here by the door, and that ends the level. So yeah, this one's really hard just because of the harpy lowering thing at the end, and just getting the harpy over here in the first place. But yeah, that's it for that one. And that's actually it for these first 2 levels, so give me a second and I'll get the last 2, and I'll see you then. Okay, so here we are on Land of the Damned, the 11th and next to last map in the game. This level has gone through a lot of changes since I first started routing it, and it's gotten faster and faster, and now it's really fast and really weird, because the thing is there's no harpies on this level like anywhere. There's very few levels like that in this game, and as you can see, harpy flying is really important in speedrunning this, so when there's no harpies you have to get inventive, and I think I got really inventive on this level. So I'll skip all the older routes, which were less inventive, although still kind of impressive, and get right to like what the best way to actually do this is, as far as I know at this point. You spawn in around here, and you want to grab this Tommy gun, and I guess like 100 bullets or 200 bullets or whatever. The number of bullets you get there isn't really important. In any case, you want to run this way, and a rocket fish dude will spawn somewhere over here. You just want to run past him around this way and stick to this mountainside. And what you want to do in this area is, the other one will spawn over here, by the way, and start coming this way, because there's two. One thing you want to do is snipe the scorpion somewhere around here. It doesn't really matter, just get him out of the way. And then you want to stand up over here somewhere, and you always want to hug this wall all the way until you get over to here, and then we'll get to the next part, but just make sure you hug this wall, otherwise you'll hit a trigger, which I can actually show right here. You don't want to hit this trigger right here, so you want to stick to the right side. You'll hit this one no matter what, and that's okay. But don't hit this trigger, because that'll spawn extra stuff that will just get in the way. So yeah, once you get to around here and hit this trigger, a whole bunch of laser dudes spawn in. You just want to kill all of them, and another scorpion. Just get those out of the way. And you want to slowly like move back the entire time you're doing this, like this sort of, because there will be two rocket guys like right here at this point, because the one from over here will catch up over on the left over there. And you just want both of them to follow you slowly over here to this other side of the map. Once you get around here, I usually shoot this tree with a rocket just to like get it out of the way, just in case, although I don't think it really matters. What you want to do is you want to get into this area up here with all these little trees. As far as I know, the best way to do that is to go up this slope right here. As you can see, it's like the least slanted, I guess, the least steep. So what I aim for specifically is right around here, directly to the right of the second diagonal white mark, basically. You stand somewhere right around here, and what you want to do is you want the one guy who's going to get here first to push you up a little bit, up the side of this, and you kind of want to like tap crouch and stuff, because that'll keep you from sliding down. And you want to wait until they're both lined up, so that one is standing here and one is standing like right here, and they're both like right next to each other and they're facing straight towards you. Then you want to slowly slide down, but not too slowly. Basically, if you go too fast, you'll actually bump into both of them and like push them apart, and that's really bad. But if you go too slow, you might trigger one before the other, and that's also bad. So you want to go just fast enough that you don't bump them apart, but they also trigger at the same time. And they'll both hit you, and they'll push you right up this, and usually somewhere over here-ish. If you're lucky, you'll get pushed all the way around this tree and up over here, but that usually doesn't happen. Usually you'll hit one of like the polygon things it's made up of, which I'll show right now, if I can remember how to show this. 1 second. Let me just look here. I think it's this. Yeah, that. Okay, you see these red things that sort of make like a star shape? You can't really see it too well because they're hard to see, but there you can see it pretty well. See, there's like one this way, one this way, one this way, one this way. Those are like the hitboxes that the tree's made up out of. As well as some other ones, like each of like the leaf things has its own hitbox, as you can see, in like a cone shape. What happens a lot of the time is you'll get stuck behind this one, like right in here, and you won't be able to get around this, and a lot of times bumping into this will cause you to like bounce around. As long as you're up to here, you can sort of hold forward and left strafe and just mash jump, and you'll eventually get around it, like this. Although it may take a few seconds to like properly just boost around it. But yeah, once you get up here, you want to get over to this tree. This is the money tree. This is the one you want, this one right here. What you want to do is approach it from like this side and come up into it like this. Depending on which sector of like the tree hitbox you get in, you need to do different things, and it's something you just have to like learn to feel, because you can't really look at the tree because the tree itself moves, like the model moves. So you have to like figure out where you're lined up with like other stuff on the map. But depending on where you're standing, you want to stand usually all the way on like this side of the tree, like at a right angle, and you want to aim with your sniper rifle over this way. You want to aim right around here. The exact location isn't specific, but I usually aim for this black spot right here on the ground, which is kind of hard to see. Maybe if I turn off editing models, you'll be able to see it from over here. You can barely see it. I don't know if it'll even come out on the video, but that little spot right there. You want to hit that from over here. Or you don't want to hit it, you just want to aim at that. And that acts as like a good guide point to make sure you're aiming in the right direction. If you're a little bit further to the left on this tree, like around it clockwise like this, you might want to aim towards this arch over here on this gate. And you want to aim right at like the center of the arch like this. Again, only horizontal positioning matters on your aim. I'm pretty sure like vertical doesn't. So just depending on how far around on this tree you are, you might need to aim at one of those two spots. That's what I do, and it just made it like consistent for me. This is something you really just have to like practice a lot, I think, to get the timing down, because after you're aiming in the right direction, you want to tap jump and you also want to tap forward, like in really quick succession. But the amount that you hold the spacebar down to jump and the amount that you hold W to move forward is like really, really precise. And it's not something I can just explain to you. It's something that you just have to do like 10 or 20 times until you say, oh, okay, I got this. And what happens if you do it right is that you'll get propelled backwards and up this slope really, really fast, and over to this area, which is where you want to go. If you do it wrong, you'll usually get a much smaller propulsion and like maybe slide around this way. If you know you're going in the wrong direction like this, just tap C to crouch and it'll lose your momentum so that you don't keep sliding, and then you just want to walk back and try it again. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, you just keep doing it until you get a really good boost that pushes you up this way and right over this mountain like this. Once you get over here, depending on where you land, you'll do a few different things. If you land right around here, like say you slide down the slope right to here, you can't, by the way, the land turns invisible here at certain parts, but you can see it with the red outline here. Here's like the slope you're walking on, and like here's the wall. You just walk along this path and you want to push towards this wall. Like just hold forward here and walk at an angle like this. I guess you can hold like forward and left strafe, and you just move along this wall pretty much. And you want to keep your aim, like your crosshair, aimed right here along this slope, this curve right here of this lava and the land, so that whenever you walk off, you'll be aiming like this, right? And you'll be aiming at the ground, and then you'll walk off here and you'll fall in a certain direction because of that. And you can just let go of your controls at this point and switch to your rocket launcher, and you'll fall and you'll hit this trigger right here. That's the important bit. When you hit this trigger, that sets like the next checkpoint in the game. So you'll fall off the map like this, and you'll teleport, and it'll teleport you in here where you need to be, right here. After that, you just use your rocket launcher, shoot the mech that spawns, move up here, cross this bridge, down through here. There's like a few fish guys in this, there's like a fish guy in this corridor that's stationary. You can use him to sort of boost you down here. And then there's one that's stationary right here, that when you get to this big room, you just want to jump over his head, wait for him to turn around, and then have him boost you towards this and go through this portal. Now where that takes you is way over here and puts you in this little box. You want to just run forward. Actually, as soon as you go through the portal, you'll hit the ice and kind of slide. Just jump immediately and hold forward, and it'll redirect you in the right direction. After you hit this trigger that's here, that you can't really see because the editor models aren't on, but this other thing is the wireframe thing, you'll start a timer of 100 seconds, and when that timer runs out, these doors open. Now, the only other way to get this door to open is to kill a certain amount of enemies in the area, and it's a very large number of enemies, and I have never been able to actually kill the required number of enemies fast enough. So, yeah, you might want to you might want to not even try, because I've never been able to do it. But I guess if you want to test it out, that would be good. And I would show some of that stuff to you, but apparently the editor just like crashed or it froze. So, give me a second and I'll load up the other map. That's it for that map though. So, I think I showed everything there was to explain there. So let me go ahead and reload up the last map, and I'll explain what you have to do here. You just want to go over here. Well, you don't want to go over here. You start here. You run forward, you grab the Serious Bomb, and you hit this trigger. After that, you just want to make sure when you spawn, you hold forward and hit those two things. And then you use the in-game timer to judge your time. And at 20 seconds, you want to trigger the Serious Bomb. And what that'll do is, it'll basically blow up all the stuff that spawns in, but it won't blow up the harpies that spawn directly after that, and 4 of them will spawn here. You want to go over here and just stay here, and then once the harpies spawn, after you blow up the other stuff and they spawn in, you just move forward here, and you kill the 3 that are on the right side so that one's still over here. And what you want to do is basically kill off any like extra soldiers that might be over here and wait for the harpy to get closer. You want the harpy to like get somewhere over here. Like you want to stand here and let the harpy dive at you. So she'll be like right around here, and you'll be in this corner is where you want to move to. And then she flies at you, and you just want to do a harpy fly here. You want to scroll up and keep jumping basically until you get to around over here. This is the way you want to go basically, by the way, is like in this direction towards the center. And once you get around here, you want to stop jumping and also make sure you're going in a straight line. Try to like line yourself up perfectly with this if you can. Because what you want to do is keep going this way and then fall off the harpy in such a way that you land somewhere over here. It doesn't really matter. If you can land like on the side of this building, that's fine. There's ledges you can land on. See? And that's okay. If you land too low, that's not good. You want to land like on this ledge if you can, or just land directly in here. And what you want to do is, since the geometry on this level, or the geometry of this building isn't solid, in certain places you can just fall through it like this, through these gaps here. And what that'll do is it'll put you inside the building basically, right here. And then after that, all you need to do is run into the building right here and hit this trigger. And what that'll do is end the level. And that's it. You skip the boss, so it saves a lot of time. And it's pretty straightforward. And yeah, that's it. That's it for the entire game. I hope this tutorial was like useful or entertaining or whatever value you got from it. And thanks for watching. Yeah, bye.